Hey, tighten down.
47.
25.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Shoot. Kill.
We're going to 54. 26.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Let's get it.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. The run by Elliott, a good one on first down as he's able to pick up about 6 there. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Kill.
Watch the safety creep. Check. Out.
26.
On second down, Elliott. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Cooper was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 on the Seahawks 40-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
47.
That's it. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Get in the white room. Get in the white room.
26.
Now Prescott. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Hey, we heavy on the edges.
Under.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelm, because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
You don't want this. Slam, slam, slam. Check, 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 check. Check.
We're going to 54. 26.
Here's Pollard. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. And that's Elliott, complete. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. Fourth down. So on fourth down, Jason Garrett sends in his field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is right there. It's good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
Second and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Green 80.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Well.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Booster team. Hey, zero's inside.
They'll run on first down. Swift. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefit to that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice gain.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Got it.
From the 25 on second down, Wilson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there and a first down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Here's Wilson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 22, Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective third down play to move the chains.
We're going to 53. We're going to 54. Why ain't?
Take four. Right there, 54. Right.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
We're going to 54. Why ain't?
This is Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
We ain't giving up nothing today. Watch out, watch out.
26.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run with Elliott. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 17. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Here we go.
Trying to run forward with Pollard. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Check 31.
They'll run him with Elliott. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
It's just me and you.
Back. We're going to 54. 26.
Pollard going to try the right side. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Let's make these babies cry.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
That's it, baby.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And this one is right through. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Block that, block that.
Right there in the middle, 55.
25, 25.
Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the 38, Wilson. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Jordan Lewis right there on the coverage. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
19.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Watching it
back. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Push left.
55 to mine. Check. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. It's outfield.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He's going to air one out. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf. As the first half is winding down, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Hey, kill. We're going to 54.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one unless there's another defensive penalty.
His kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Let's go, V, let's go. Hey, let's get there. 55, come on, guys, 55.
From the 31, Wilson. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put in.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
12, 55, Mike, 55. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off. Let's get off the field. Hey, check Mike.
To throw is Wilson. Short throw to Disley.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
55. Check 55, Mike.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Let's bring it. Check it back. Check it back. Go 14.
They run for it with Carson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
Zebra. Watch the shit. Undercut. Hey, watch it. Hey, 0. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Bang out, bam.
Hey, let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here. Mark 55, Mark 55. Watch the slip.
Penny, a first down carry. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. They got to get to the 23 here on third. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
Alert.
Mike 55. Check 55. Mike. Stay with your man.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 14.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Credit the tackle there to Jordan Lewis.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. Now it's Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Myers connects on the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Cowboys have once again taken the lead.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just hadn't been able to punch it in until that point. And now Jason Garrett electing for his guys to try for 2. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That one good for 37 yards. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
I'll go special.
Now it's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, Carson. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining.
Check 55, Mike. What's the run? They're running it.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for a 4th quarter lead. Myers' kick is good. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Here we go. 47.
Mike 54. It's been a long day for you. Hurry. Mike 54. Don't get nervous. Mike
26.
To throw is Prescott. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. Looking again that time for Amari Cooper. And it's 2nd down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 54. Line 56. Hey, kill. 47.
Shit. 36.
26.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down.
One of the selling points at the end route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Elliott on 1st down, going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Prescott now. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Here's Prescott. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on first and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54.
Now Elliott. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you will too.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Kill.
Go. Get out there.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Switch. Watch the twist. Say. Under 10.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they're knocking on the door. Second and goal now in a one-score game. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Do it.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold.
Watch the screen.
Go, 4 down.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. He's coming.
36 power. 14. Tempo.
Wilson to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Alert, alert, alert.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory.
There you go. 56. Check 56. Let's go deep. Tighten up.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They keep on the ground with Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point splits the uprights, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Get ready. Get ready. 12.
One last shot for Wilson. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football, where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for the Cowboys, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.